Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my possibly out of focus Schmoedown video here on Tuesday evening. It's Tuesday, which means it is team match. And 2018, it's what, February 6th? 2018 is already off to a hell of a start with the Schmoedown. We just had, this past Friday, we had the #1 contender match for singles, and it was a fatal three-way match, and it was amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you go back and check it, and go check out my reaction video as well. Just an incredible match, and really kind of like started the hype train for today. So again, today's match is a team match, and the two teams that we have going today, awesome. And it's another #1 contender match. So this is #1 contender team match, and the two teams that we have going today are Team Top 10, which is Mighty Matt Nost and John Steven Roca, aka the Outlaw. I cannot wait for this match. Those two are some of my favorite Schmoedown competitors. And, you know, Matt Nost actually kind of became one of my favorite competitors very slowly throughout 2017, because the beginning of the year, I feel like he definitely had some matches where he wasn't stepping it up, you know. But then throughout the year, he just got better and better and better and better. Or maybe it's 2016, I don't remember. But in 2017, for sure, he got better and better and better and better. And I just became a big Matt Nost fan. And when they started getting the podcast, the Top 10 podcast back, you know, listening to them, Matt and John have such great chemistry together. So I'm really kind of hoping that they kind of bring that tonight. They play off each other well. I don't know how much complementary knowledge that they have. Sometimes I feel like it works, and sometimes it doesn't. John can be a little bit of hot and cold sometimes, especially if he gets like really worked up and emotional. But I'm really kind of hoping that they go on a hot streak tonight, because I'm pulling for Top 10 tonight. They're one of my favorite teams. They're some of my favorite competitors. So I'm definitely pulling for them. Now, the other team that they have going against tonight is no joke, and it is Team Top That. So we've got Top 10 going up against Top That. So we've got two tops going. Now, Top That, I think that, so they used to be Team IGN. And their names, hold on one second. I think it's John. Yeah, they're Jim Vivoda. I hope I didn't pronounce that too terribly. And Eric Goldman. They are, I guess, writers / media talent for IGN. And I feel like I used to read IGN way back in the day. That's how old I am, when it was still Internet Gaming News, before it became just like IGN Media Empire. And those guys, like, I haven't watched IGN content in a long time. Like, I watch stuff here and there, but like, as far as like, you know, I don't have like a show that I watch over there. But I've seen those guys there forever. Like, I feel like they've been with IGN forever. So I know those guys know their stuff when it comes to games. Movies, they definitely proved a little bit last year, but I don't feel like they killed it. So if you put them in a video game Schmoedown, I guarantee they're going to crush people. But a movie Schmoedown, I don't know if they're going to go. I don't know how well they're going to do against Top 10. I hope they kind of show up and surprise me. That would be great. But they have a lot of hype behind them, and a lot of people are saying that they are going to do good. So I hope it's a great match, because Friday's match was just amazing. So I'm really kind of hoping that this one lives up to that potential. So I'm really pumped for this match. I definitely want to just kind of get right into it. But really quick, I just want to say, just load up, if you haven't loaded up already, just load up the announcement video I just posted on my Retro Gaming Rewind channel. Just real quick recap. I'm going to be starting another channel that you might be watching us on, called Dave Plus Movies, which is really going to have most of my movies / Schmoedown related content. And then the Retro Gaming Rewind stuff is mostly just going to be just video games. I'm still going to be posting some of these videos over there for now, just because some of my subscribers there did subscribe for the movie stuff. So I just want to give them a little bit of time to move over to my Dave Plus Movies channel. And then I'll stop posting anything over on the Retro Gaming Rewind that's movie related. And then all that stuff is going to stay over here on Dave Plus Movies. So just an FYI, just so you know, down below there should be a link to my other channel. I guess either way, there's going to be a link to my other channel. And yeah, I hope you guys like, subscribe, all that good shit. So now, let's get into this match here. So, let me load this up. So, what I'm going to do, the way I like to think of these videos, you know, I got into a, you know, couple line conversation with a commenter on the last video, is I like to sort of think of these as a watch along. more than a reaction video. So, we're just kind of hanging out, But what I want you to do is to pull up the Schmoedown video on your screen as well and watch along with me, because you might not be able to hear everything that's going on, because I'm purposely kind of keeping the volume down so you can hear what I'm saying and hear what I have to say and my reactions and all that stuff. But the Schmoedown stuff is going to be pretty low as far as the volume goes. So load up Schmoedown on your own screen, load me up right next to it or behind it or whatever you got to do, and we'll watch this thing together and have a hell of a lot of fun. So, guys, all right. So give me 1 second here, and we'll do a 5-4 countdown, and we'll get started. All right, you guys ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the Patreon, you guys have a chance to support the Schmoedown.
Forgot to mention Patreon. Here we go.
We've taken over the production. Basically, you guys have 16 tiers to choose from. We're trying to give back to the fans. Go and check it out right there. If you want to support the Schmoedown by becoming a patron today, go ahead and do it. Cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've given us. And yeah, there's some really crazy tiers in there. I'd love to get your opinions on it. Now go enjoy the match. Go do it. It's a good match, for God's sakes.
It is a good match. I hope.
And your winner, Team Top 10!
The revenge crushing. Oh!
No one should take out the Patriots, but Team Top 10. So top that, take that, whatever your name is, boy band group, whatever your name is, IGN, GNI. You took David Griffin from me. You're not going to take my title from me. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to go right through you, and then Team Patriots, wake the fuck up, because I'm back. Team Top 10 is back.
Fired up.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, we're coming for you, communists.
We're
coming for you, communists.
That tournament was insignificant without me, without Eric.
But that, it's not a real tournament. I mean, okay, we let the kids play, while we took a little breather. But yeah, now they have to actually have some real competition.
That's right.
Oh.
The men are here to take your boys' trophy with you.
And yeah, we've retitled ourselves. And yeah, you know what's gonna happen here. You're just gonna take a TKO. So what we got to say about that? Top that.
Dogs.
I didn't go back and check IGN's record, so maybe they did better than I thought. I don't remember.
We got your crew shook. Eyes up in that sun hot, we'll burn you with one look. Peace out, my brother.
Oh,
Kiss
shit.
to your mother. Bust a couple of shots and spread your team around like butter. Wake up, my dude. Eyes black and blue. Flowers in your room that say we hope you get one soon. Every time I take a step, I crack a little earth. I'm pushing through the pain like a mama giving birth. Turn up.
You got new music, new graphics in here? I like it, man. Dude, the Schmoedown is getting so awesome, man. Like, it was already awesome, but dude, come on now. This is just great. The editing, everything, it's all getting better. That's interesting. That was red last week. So maybe they're doing red for singles, blue for teams. Yeah, the graphics are just better, man. Like everything.
Welcome back.
It's not as static.
Trivia Schmoedown. It is season 5. It's the second match of the season 5. It's the first match in teams. And my God, what a good one. I'm Christian Harloff, joined by this guy, Ken Knapsack.
Well, Harloff, it's great to be back here with you, right? Right? You and I. Oh, we love each other. It's so good. You ruined my career with your system. I love it. Happy to be here, though, for the start of season 5.
Well, it's the season 5, the start of the teams. We just had the big triple threat match, but now it's time for the team match to begin. And just like this past Friday, this is a #1 contender spot between Team Top That, Jim Vejvoda, Eric Goldman. These guys are 3-1 with 3 knockouts. They have been on a
That is not how I pronounce his last name.
This league this past season, but they are going up easily. Their hardest shot so far against the former champions, Top 10, who destroyed Team Action at the Schmoedown Spectacular this past December.
You know, I always say, I don't ever want to take anything away from Top 10. They are former champs for a reason. They know what they're doing. They are in the upper echelon, but they've been around a long
Former
time. They got to be
champs, good
looking
point.
over their shoulders. They've been around a long time. They got to wonder who's going to take their spot. I feel there's a lot of pressure on them going into the season to keep up with their prior accomplishments, but they do have those accomplishments. But top that, I love these guys. You know why I love these guys? They don't give a damn. They're here to win. They don't even know my name. They barely know your name. They are just here to compete, win, go home, and have a beer.
Who's Collider?
All right, well, you know, you're exactly right, and we're going to see a lot of that. Let's look at these promos here first.
Well, Matt, we took care of team action. We're back here again. We're taking on Team IGN, Top That, whatever they want to call themselves this week.
No idea.
Look, this is probably the greatest team we've faced to this point, at least according to them.
Team top 10, I think.
Am I underestimating these guys? Am I like
think
completely
it's,
just forgetting their accomplishments from last year?
And,
I should have done my
Johnny Most,
research.
I think was the other guy.
You know, Team Action woke us up. Woke us up! Not just by knocking me down in an assault and battery charge, but they woke us up. And now we're back. We earned ourselves this shot, and now we're going to take this shot and take Top That out.
You should fear us because we are clearly two people who are only smart at movies. We literally, I was told there was pizza, and I walk in the door, and now I'm this close to being a champion. I think that is something to be afraid of.
John, does it bother you at all that these guys don't give a damn about the entire Schmoedown?
Yeah.
They haven't watched it. They didn't know our names. I was Donnie Most, and this was John Schmoka.
Schmoka.
Apparently, legitimately thought his name was Schmoka.
Of all the people I've faced in my travels,
Schmoka.
they are the ones maybe I have a smidgen of respect for, but no fear. And that is a very important distinction. I do not fear any of my opponents. Them I respect maybe just a wee bit, but, you know, ignorance is bliss.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny. Listen.
Yeah.
We take out Team I don't give a fuck who they are.
Yeah.
And then we get a shot at the Pinkos.
I love the new Matt Nose,
We get a shot at Team Communists.
Lenin and Trotsky.
Exactly.
That's right.
The Bolsheviks will go down.
The time for being respectful and nice and all that, that's over. I'm coming for that title. I'm gonna have to kick your ass. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna kick those guys' ass. I might even kick your ass if you blow it again. All right, okay, all right. I forget. Where am I? I just know I'm here for one thing: eating free pizza and kicking ass at movie trivia.
And he's all out of pizza.
I am.
We got to bring some prestige and respect back to the Schmoedown.
Thank you.
The rightful champion should be holding that tag team belt. Once we take care of Top That, Patriots, Communists,
can't wait. Come on.
leftists, Red Scare, Mao Zedong, I don't give a shit what you call yourselves, we're taking you out. And we're putting those belts back around our waist where they belong. Team Top 10.
As you said, Top That, they were just here to eat pizza and get a chance to play the Patriots. I don't even think they know that the Patriots are the champions.
No.
I don't think that they care. They just want to come in here and win and show their dominance. The question is with Top That, though, are they going to, this is really their first test, they can make a stamp. If they handle top 10 the way they've handled the other teams that they played, then they're for real. Even if they play a really good match with top 10, then they're for real. But if they fluke it, if they lose, then maybe they weren't as good as everyone thought they were.
I absolutely hate to agree with you. I really do.
Just did, though,
I
didn't you?
talked to my counselor about this, my therapist about agreeing with you on a lot of things, but you're right here.
Thank
You're
you.
very right,
Thank
because
you.
as much as I love Top That, they do have to prove themselves.
Yes.
The upper echelon includes the top 10. I have to admit that. I have admitted that legally. But this is key for Top That. I just don't think they're feeling the pressure.
Well, it's certainly key for top 10, who I don't know if pressure is the word anymore, because you look at both Nost and Roca. These guys, they've been through it. They've been through the ringer since season 2. They work so well together. They know each other so well. You see that they want the Patriots so bad. John Roca has been revitalized. There was a time at the end of last season you could see that maybe he was getting burnt out a little bit. You could see it. Not after that. Team Action woke them up. And now Top That, everyone talking about Top That is the next great thing. Roca's ready. Nost, he's ready. And I'm ready.
Yeah, you know, you're right. They don't feel pressure. It's like Roca on a second date. He's like, all right, I didn't think I'd get this far. I'm here. Let's do it.
I mean, you are a heel. All right, here we go. Give me a little bit of those stats here in the tail of the tape. Top 10, top that. What do you got?
Top 10 former champions there. Strengths include biopics, westerns. I asked Matt Dose, what are your strengths? He's like, what do you got? I am here to compete. I know everything.
And part 3 is?
Indeed. Top that. You want to know their strengths?
It's the most recent
Name a
podcast
category.
topic.
Comic book movies.
Strengths.
Classics.
Strengths.
Animated.
Strengths.
Wow. That's pretty good.
They know it all as well.
All right, well, listen. You saying that, it gets me ready.
All right.
You ready to go?
They say so.
I am ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the team division for the #1 contenders. Introducing first,
Give me that Bruce Buffer.
with a record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, and 3 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Eric Goldman, Jim Darth Vader.
3-1 with 2 KOs. Okay. Must have been watching a different team last year.
Coming out to the Teen Witch, which is top that music came out from.
Yeah.
You may just watch a really bad match with them.
They don't look scared at all.
Ooh, I think I have those chairs at work.
To be here, they don't look. They just are ready to compete and win. I love that about these
Not
guys.
intimidated at all.
No.
And their opponents, with a record of 7 wins, 4 defeats, and 1 knockout. They
my
are
bongos.
the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalists and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champions, Mighty
Am I fucking with the focus?
No, the Outlaw John Roca Team Top 10. Oh, old school.
Go clap.
Old school. Old school Roca coming out here with the mask on.
Guy Fox mask. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, very old school. Very Sam Rockwell of him. Nominated for an Oscar this year, man.
Wait, he brought that. Did he bring it out for the spectacular?
Yeah.
Or was he just holding it?
Or the beginning of the last
Now, Outlaw's never even been near
8-4.
near Baby Eric.
3
Yeah,
KOs.
little
IGN's already got 2 KOs. That's crazy.
All right, guys, here we go. Round #1 is going to work like this. 8 questions, each one worth 1 point apiece. They will write their answer on the whiteboard. They will have 15 seconds to answer. When it is their turn, they will show it to the camera and say the answer at the same time. They have the JTE rule, meaning you can ask to repeat a question 3 times throughout the match. 3 times. You also have a challenge rule. Make sure if you don't know how to use the challenge rule, ask. We will tell you. Otherwise, prepare to use the challenge rule.
All right,
if
what do
needed.
we got?
All right,
Who you got?
Top 10. Are you ready?
Yep.
Top that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Here we go. Round #1, question #1 in the realm of directors. Who directed the 1994 Best Picture nominee quiz show? You don't know that.
Oh,
You're looking at the answers.
quiz show.
Don't start with me already.
5, 4, 3,
I don't
2,
know. Damn good
1.
question.
Pens down. Matt Nost.
Robert Redford.
That is correct. Jim.
Robert Redford.
Roca.
Robert Redford.
Eric.
Paul something.
Oh, so top
You
that.
thinking Paul Anastasio?
All right, there you go.
Question two category is comedies. In 1991's Father of the Bride, who plays the eccentric wedding coordinator Frank Egelhofer?
Have you ever seen? You've definitely seen this.
It's one of my favorite
Of course,
comedies.
of course.
You know, I like to laugh every now
I
and
understand.
then.
5, 4,
Martin Short.
2, 1. Jim.
Martin Short.
Correct. Roca.
Martin Short.
Correct. Eric.
Martin Short.
And Matt.
Martin Short.
There you go. All the way on board. Top 10. Not missing. 4th grade. Battle of the Tops, and Top 10 has it. All right, here we go. #3. Dramas. Who played the lead? Will Freeman in the 2002 comedy drama About a Boy. I'd like to see something about JTE. Just can't get anything right in spelling. See? You
Don't
laughed.
make me laugh.
You
All
got it.
right.
You're a traitor again.
Don't.
Pretty boy Hugh.
4, 3, 2, 1. Roca.
Hugh Grant.
Correct. Eric.
Grant.
Matt.
Hugh Grant.
And Jim.
Hugh Grant.
Look at that. There we go. The battle is there. 1 point difference here. Okay.
Question 4, category is horror thriller. Horror thriller. Who played Quentin Tarantino's brother in From Dusk Till Dawn?
Come on now.
I wasn't allowed to see that.
I don't know if there's an E in the last name, but George Clooney.
We got to talk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eric.
The dreamy George Clooney.
Correct. Matt.
George Clooney.
Jim.
George Clooney.
Roca.
George Clooney.
There you go. All right, so Nost, Roca, and Jim have not missed yet. Here we go. Next one. Action adventure. Who directed 2010's Robin Hood?
Oh.
Hard. This is
The squeaks of concentration right there.
Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Ridley
1.
Scott.
Matt.
Took a guess. Ridley Scott.
That's correct. Jim.
Ridley Scott.
John.
Ridley Scott.
And Eric.
Ridley Scott.
Wow, look at this. What a battle here. 10-9. Nost, Roca, and Jim have not missed yet. Here we go. Next question.
All right, question 6, crime. Who was said to be sleeping with the fishes in The Godfather?
Rachel Cushing just punched
Oh.
herself in the face.
If you need to repeat, ask for it.
Can you repeat?
Yes.
All right, that is one JT rule. Category crime. Who was said to be sleeping with the fishes in The Godfather?
I don't know how you pronounce the name or spell the name. Luca Brasi?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim.
I can't believe I'm going to forget this one. Angeli?
It's incorrect. John.
Luca Brasi.
Correct. Eric.
Fredo.
Nothing. Matt.
Luca Brasi.
Wow. Top 10 taking a big lead there. Big lead. 3-point lead.
I don't know how to spell
3-point lead. All right, there you go. Next one. Here we go. Category of fantasy sci-fi. What was David Levinson's plan to defeat the aliens in the first Independence Day film?
I mean, you used the word film to describe that.
I'm sorry.
And
I should have said
no, I
movie.
respect that.
No.
I respect
David
I don't know if I
Levinson.
should have said that. I feel bad about myself. Did I turn heel
Oh.
just now? 5, 4,
Upload a virus?
3, 2, 1. John Roca.
I don't know. Computer virus?
Correct.
That's correct.
Eric.
Computer virus.
Correct. Matt.
Implant a virus in the computer.
That's fine. Jim.
Computer virus.
There you go. Okay, so Roca going really old school and pretending he didn't know the question.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's just going to put computer virus.
All right. Top 10 as a team is perfect right now. Matt and John have not missed yet.
All right. Final question, 8th question coming in the category of animated. Which characters from the Madagascar series had their own spin-off movie in 2014? What?
5,
No idea.
4, 3,
I didn't see
2,
Madagascar.
1, and Eric.
Penguins.
That's correct. Matt.
The Penguins.
Perfect round for Matt Nose. Jim.
Penguins.
That's
And
correct.
John.
The Penguins.
The top 10. I believe that is the first perfect team round that we have
I
ever
think so.
had. I think this is the first time a team has ever been perfect together. So the way it'll work is top that will not answer this question. This is just for top 10. This is the bonus question.
I'm gonna see if I can
Both
get
the
this one
guys
too,
have a chance
obviously.
to get a point here.
Got
They have
6
to write it
points. I'll
down,
take it.
just like they have been previously. Here we go. Here's your bonus question for top 10. In 2006's Babel, Cate Blanchett plays opposite Brad Pitt. But in which film from 2008 do the two also star together?
No, okay. I'm expecting nothing less.
Cate
from these
Blanchett.
teams right now.
They're ready. Look,
This is a
top
match.
10. Top 10 looks hungry. And 5,
Well, you got to give us a little bit of time. It's a long title.
4, 3,
I don't think, no, this is wrong.
2,
Troy, this is
1.
wrong.
Matt,
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Roca.
The Curious Case of Benjamin
That is a
Button.
perfect round. That is a 5-point
Wow.
swing there. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Top 10 hitting every question in the first round. The bonus, they have a 5-point lead. That is the biggest that
That's-
anyone's ever had over top that. As we get into round number 2, here we go. The wheel round. Wheel
That's
will come out. They will
crazy.
spin the wheel. Each team will spin the wheel. They will get 6 questions worth 2 points apiece. If they go to multiple choice, 1 point. You can steal from your opponents in this round. Top 10, you guys have a 5-point lead. You want to go first or second?
We're going to go first.
Go ahead, go for it. All right, who's going to spin? Matt's going to spin there.
Damn. 2 perfect rounds together. That's amazing.
Rocha is focused.
Trembling.
I haven't seen Rocha like this since his Merle match. He's not even looking at the wheel. Look.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's all right.
But here I'll tell you
You
what.
got a 5-point lead. That's a big cushion, man. That's a big cushion.
I guarantee I know what happens here. What? Watch. You'll see. They don't know.
And they don't know their opponent. So,
That's true. That's true. I'm also trying to.
well, Robin
There we
Williams,
go.
that would be a good one.
What are you going for?
We're going to go with
Yeah, see?
biopics.
They went with biopics. This was.
No.
Here we go. All right, so they just chose.
They just chose their strength.
Biopics, and this is the problem with them not watching the shows. This is a huge strength of John Rocha. He's never missed a question of biopics. Here we go. So now it is biopics. All right, here we go, guys. Category biopics. Here we go. 6 questions. What actor played American entertainer, playwright, and composer George M. Cohan in both Yankee Doodle Dandy and The Seven Little Foys?
James Cagney.
2 points.
2 points. Well.
All right.
James Cagney. All right.
In Men of Honor, Cuba Gooding Jr. suffers an injury on a ship after and loses a part of his body. What part of his body does he lose?
His leg.
Correct. 2 more points.
What?
Who directed the 2005 biographical war drama Jarhead?
Alan Ball? Or no?
5,
The guy who did
4, 3,
blanking.
2.
American Beauty.
Choice, please.
Is it A, Sam Mendes, B,
Mendes.
Clint Eastwood,
Sam Mendes.
C, Catherine Bigelow, D, Bryan Singer?
Sam Mendes.
1 point. All right, here we go. Question 4. Question 4. What is the nickname that Howard Stern gives Paul Giamatti in Private Parts?
Baba Booey? Oh, no. Oh, shit, man.
5, 4, 3.
Fine, multiple choice.
Is it A,
Pig
fat
vomit.
ass, B,
Pig vomit, of course.
C, porker, D, pig nose?
B. Pig
Correct. For 1 more point.
Yeah.
All right, 24-13. All right, 2 more.
This is a tough one.
Not giving Top That a chance to steal. Who plays an LA journalist that befriends a homeless Juilliard-trained musician in The Soloist?
Oh,
Robert Downey Jr.
2 points. Wow, look at this. What a
Kinda knew
what
that.
a- And your
13
last
points.
question here. Which actor plays bull rider Lane Frost in 8 seconds?
oh, Luke Perry?
Luke Perry.
2 more points for Top
Yay!
10.
I knew one question.
So look,
movie right
that
after
is
Outside of
that
Buffy.
is why you always tell you want to check out your opponents because they gave the strength and man, what a round for Top 10.
15-point lead.
Top that is in desperation here. They need to hit comic book movies. All right, guys, you guys are up. Go for that spin in order to come back.
Never spun before.
They got it! They got it!
Oh, my God.
My God, they got it again.
Wow.
They got it again.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That's got to be
All right,
frustrating.
guys, 6th question in the category of comic book movies. First one coming in here. In Batman and Robin, how was Alicia Silverstone's Barbara related to Alfred?
Niece?
That's correct for 2
points.
points.
Well, I didn't hear it. Shit.
All right.
What was Jon Favreau's character's full name in the Iron Man films?
Multiple choice?
I'm gonna go for it.
No.
Well, no, you said multiple choice. You said multiple choice.
A. Harold Hawthorne. B.
Happy
Happy Gilmore.
Hogan.
C. Happy Hogan. D. Harryhausen.
Oh. Well, Happy Hogan. We thought you were going for his non-nickname though, but
Everything it says full. It does say full name. I mean, you can challenge it if you want.
I kind
No,
of I
no,
think
we
can
won.
challenge.
We said
You
Happy
can-
Hogan.
Okay, all
Well,
right.
I mean, yeah, but you can challenge. Do you want to challenge it or not? You have 1 challenge. No, you don't have to challenge.
No.
No. Okay. All right.
I'll let the comments decide.
All right. Here we go. Okay. So they got 1 point there. Okay.
All
Next
right.
one.
In Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man took down Ant-Man with a technique from what Star Wars film?
The Empire Strikes Back.
2 points. All right. Question 4.
All right. In what 1990s comic book movie did the criminals Fun Boy, T-Bird,
The Crow.
Skank, and Tintin appear?
The Crow.
That is correct.
Fire
2
it
points.
up! Fire it up!
All right, 2 more points here.
Fifth
Two more
question.
questions, sorry.
Fifth question. What was the first comic book movie to cross $1 billion worldwide at the box office?
First Avengers?
Multiple choice.
A, The Avengers. B, The Dark Knight. C, Spider-Man 3. D, Iron Man.
I'd say the Avengers.
Dolphin over there.
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
That's correct for a point.
1 point.
It's either one or the
All
other.
right. Last question here in order to get within 5.
Question. In Suicide Squad, what word does the Joker have tattooed on his forehead?
Damaged.
That's right. All right, so they came back here 5 points. They were able to get that.
That's a pretty good round, too.
That comic book movie category really helped them out because they were in desperate need there, and they got it. All right, here we go, guys. Round number 3. Round number 3 works like this. The competitors will get 3 categories that they can choose from 1 to 20. They will get a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. They will choose who would like to answer the 2 and the 3, and then collectively they can answer the 5 together should it get there. All right, so top 10, you guys are in the lead. Pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
12,
6.
and 20.
12, 6, 20. Top that.
9, 14, 17.
9, 14, and 17. All right, top that will be going first. They'll be going first, and they have chosen category number 9. Category number 9, and that is the 2-pointer. That is holiday movies. Who's going to be taking the holiday movies? It's your 2 points.
Netflix.
Here we go, 2 points.
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
All right,
I'll
Eric's
go
going
for it. Go.
Eric, what song is played over the credits at the end of 8 Crazy Nights?
I'm guessing the Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler.
That is correct. 2 points.
I would have guessed the same.
Yes.
So now, Jim, in order to tie it up here, Jim will get category 14. In the 1980s, Stallone plays the character of Marion in which
Cobra.
1980s film?
Marion Cabretti.
Rhinestone.
It's incorrect. Looking for Cobra. Cobra. All right, so now it comes down to this. 5.
You'd watch Friday's match, you would know that.
These guys can tie it up, or excuse me, they can take the lead if they get this correct. However, if they miss, top 10 will win and play the Patriots for the championship. All right, guys, your 5-pointer. What future Academy Award nominee plays murderer Richard Haywood in the thriller Murder by Numbers?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Yep.
For 5 points. They got it there. There you go. They got it. 30, 28. So,
Sandra Bullock. That was a good movie. I was just thinking about the other day.
Here with the 2-pointer. They avoided the TKO. The 2-pointer, top 10 will get category number 12. Oh, sorry.
No, absolutely. Don't take any glory away from me, Harlow.
Sorry.
All right, you chose number 12. Category is rom-coms. Who will be taking this question?
I guess I'll take it.
All right, the man who understands love less there. All right. 2-point question. Who plays Jack Nicholson's co-lead Erica in Something's Gotta Give?
Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton?
That's correct.
Tie game. All right, so now it goes to Matt Nost can win the game here. If Nost hits this 3-pointer, it's over. Top 10 will win. If he misses, it goes to the 5-pointer. All right, Ken.
You chose the number 6. That category is crime.
Don't let this go to sudden death.
What were the last names of Bonnie and Clyde in 1967's Bonnie and Clyde?
I don't know this one. Damn, that's a good one. That's a good question, Chris.
4,
Damn you. Good question.
3, 2, 1. Didn't get it. All right. So,
Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow.
yes, Parker and Barrow. But they still have a chance. It is not over. It is the 5-pointer. If they hit it, game over. If they don't, we go to sudden death here. 30-30.
as we go to, they can tie the record also if they hit it right now. They will tie the record. But it is now, Ken, category number 20.
You chose number 20. That category is Pixar. Pixar film. 5-point question you can confer. At the beginning of Inside Out, young Riley is shown to have 5 islands of personality. Name 2 of them.
Family and hockey.
And your winner!
Patriots, here they come. Yes.
They got the Patriots again. They got the Patriots again. It's going to happen for the 3rd time. Top 10 is going to be playing the Patriots. They tied the record. They did it again. They tied the record. What a game.
Wow, 35 points. Holy shit. But top that, they scored 30. That's amazing. That is amazing. All right, I'm not sleeping on them anymore. They still lost, but man, that was a hell of a showing. 30 points. They had to score 35 points to beat them. Technically, they could have gotten 33, but
he wants to keep going. You know, he's had such a long ride and ups and downs, but Roca and Nost continue to show why they belong in the upper echelon, and I have to admit that now.
Well, let's not take anything away from mighty Matt Nost here. The guy had a perfect first round. What an absolute showing by top 10. That wasn't something like sweaty palms that happened maybe in that one match. This is top 10 showing they are an elite
that was
team,
dominant.
Potential champions here. They can.
You're dominating a team that scored 30 points. You were in control the entire time. That's impressive.
That is quite an accusation. We are always aware of our opponents. That is what Tom does as a manager. That is why he's the best manager of all time. We are prepared for all possible outcomes and opponents. We're not worried. We're excited to show top 10 that they're still not better than the Patriots.
All right, and as we get to the post-interviews, Brad Gilmore from the Schmoedown Rundown will be interviewing both Top 10 and Top That. Here we go.
They're mixing up the interviewers.
Schmoedown fans, your man Brad Gilmore here with the victors in the first team match of the season, Team Top 10. An impressive win, gentlemen. But, John, I got to tell you first, we haven't seen you play like that since arguably that Dan Merle match. What was going through your mind? What was the difference maker this time?
Well, I'll tell you something. When you go down to the pit and you lose and you have a bad 2017, you lose all the awards in the Schmoedown Awards, and you have people saying that maybe he's over it, he's over the hill, maybe he's lost it, maybe he ain't got it anymore. You go back to what worked for you. And before Dan's match, I did a lot of meditation, a lot of focus. I did that before this match as well. I didn't take him lightly, but I took care of myself, just focused on myself, stay within myself, and that's what it took.
And, you know, Matt, y'all tied the all-time points record for teams. You had the first team ever to have a perfect round 1. What was going through your head?
Well, first off, wasn't that our record?
Yeah.
So we just tied ourselves.
That's right.
Oh, it wasn't ours? I'm getting a shake off from Christian saying it wasn't ours.
Above the line.
Does anybody out there believe Christian? I don't. Somebody fact check that for me because I don't believe him at all. The guy bullshits nonstop. It was a great match. Top that. I think it was karma for them having not watched for picking biopics, but then also getting comic book movies.
Yeah,
so
it balanced out.
It balanced out. And it came down to those final couple questions, and luck of the draw, they played a great game. We just happened to play a little bit better today.
No, definitely, and that's what I wanted to ask you about. When Top That said biopics, I mean, they got opponent's choice. They picked biopics, a strength of yours, something that you went, I believe, 10 out of 12 right the last season. What was going through your mind?
Nothing but focus. You never know. You know, when you get that so many times as I've
that must have been just music to their ears, man. That's been like
so you start to worry how much deeper these questions are going to go, how much more obscure they might be. So I didn't have any kind of reaction. Just stayed still, waited for the questions to come.
And you know, you had a lot of momentum coming off that Schmoedown Spectacular when y'all beat Team Action, but now, for the 3rd time, you get one more shot at the Patriots for those team championships. What's going to be your strategy going in, and what do you got to say to the Patriots?
Well, let me correct you real quick, Brad. We TKO'd a Team Action. We didn't just
Correct.
beat them. We TKO'd them instead of
You lay the smacketh down.
That's right. We lay the smacketh down on their candy asses. Yeah.
What is it like to basically go back and fight? Look, we're bringing this back to this country, all right? That belt will no longer be in Team Communist hands. So the Maoist regime is going down, okay? Bolsheviks die today. We're bringing the USA is what I want to hear chant from the crowd when we walk in that day. USA, not for the Patriots. That is
here we go.
They're trying to infiltrate.
Wait, hold
They're gonna.
on.
You know what?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, he's got a
well.
backwards hat on.
Look at that.
Listen.
Khrushchev's aborted baby showed up.
Listen,
What
how
are we
many
talking about?
times are you going to put your hand in a candy jar and get spanked before you realize you can't defeat us? We beat you twice for the championship. This used to be
You
yours.
got lucky on the
Not
first
anymore.
time, and we didn't show
Well,
up
what happened the
focused
second time?
We weren't showing up focused. This time we are. We earned our way back.
The second time didn't happen. The first time was a fluke.
They're going to call it the Schmoedown missile crisis by the time
I
we're done
have
with you.
never lost
Take those belts
to
from me.
John Roca in anything, and I will never lose
life,
to John Roca
but
in
okay.
anything.
Yeah.
Life, Schmoedown. Listen, and your show sucks.
Yeah, get out of here.
Well,
wait a minute. Who's doing
Threw
security?
him under the bus for no reason.
Yeah, someone gets security for him. But hey, guys, once again, you have that championship match coming up. I know you're going to be focusing for that. If y'all want to see more about the Schmoedown, if you want to know more about the movie trivia Schmoedown, check out the Schmoedown Rundown on SK Plus. Myself, Frank Janish, every Saturday. But for now, Christian, Ken, back to you. Brad Gilmore here with the Team Top That. Now, it didn't go your way, guys, this time around. What was your thoughts on the match?
Hey, I thought they were the best team that we've ever played. Even more respect for them now. I think they're legit victory there. I look forward to maybe playing them again down the line someday if we're lucky.
Maybe watching some more episodes.
Look, we erased a 17-point deficit, and it came down to the wire. So I don't feel that bad. There were a couple of missteps, but I think overall I'm not embarrassed.
Yeah, Eric, when y'all got comic book movies, a strong suit of yours, what was going through your mind?
I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, look, it's amazing. This guy knows how to spin. I'll say that. And so I felt, wow, this is amazing. We have this, and we had a chance to come back. And I felt, yeah, we did come back. Now, we didn't get at the very end, but I still, like Jim was saying, I feel pretty good about it. I mean, look, of the 5 times we played, 3 times were TKOs. 2 times we lost on the very last question both times. Yeah. So I think that's still a very respectable showing. So comp books, I'm glad it was there to help us stay strong. But yeah, I feel like we can still come back and then do great here. Yeah.
But Jim, when Team Top 10, when they spun opponent's choice, that's normally a death knell. That's the end of the match for most teams and most competitors here in the movie trivia Schmoedown. But then you gave them biopics. Some people say you didn't watch a lot of the matches, so you might not have known that's a strength of the outlaw John Roca. What was going through your mind when you picked biopics?
Well, I understand that criticism, but there was a method to my madness, which is biopics and westerns are strong suits of mine. So I knew that I was going up against a team that kicked a lot of ass, and so I didn't take any of those categories for granted. I just thought if they missed one, I felt very confident I could get biopics or westerns. But I'm like, do I pick westerns to the guy wearing the fucking cowboy hat who calls himself outlaw? I'm like, I'll go with biopics. Because I had a feeling that comic book movies might come around for us, and sure enough, it did. So
that Robin Williams
it was a strategic
calling
bet.
my name, man. I would have picked that one.
I'm more pissed that I missed Luca Brasi
so
because
specific.
I knew that. I'm more pissed about that than biopics. Frankly, I found the crowd's outburst a little distracting.
Well, no, definitely. But here's my thing: if you could go back and do it again, would you pick a different category?
Yeah, I'd probably take coming of age films.
Coming of age films.
Comedy, or something like
yeah.
that. I also have to say we would not have challenged on the Happy Hogan question if we knew it was just Happy Hogan, which we both knew. We thought they were going for Harold Happy Hogan, his full name from the comics, but wasn't what they were looking for.
But that's what I wanted to ask you. You thought it was the full name, but you could have challenged it. Why not go through the challenge? You have one challenge per match. You could have done it.
It is definitely 20/20 hindsight. We should have, but the fear was if we use this right now, what if we need that challenge later? So it's definitely the flip.
I mean, we were coming back from a huge deficit, and like every choice we were making at that point, I wanted to stay in the game.
Yeah.
So I'm not embarrassed by our loss. We tied it up to the very end. I knew Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker. I was like hoping that they would choke in the next one. I was right about Gosling and Michael Pitt being in Murder by Numbers. So I'm more embarrassed again by the Luca Brasi of it all than I am anything else.
I'm embarrassed by on the very first question. Trying to not remembering Redford directed quiz show and
Me too.
I was going for the writer
Paul Anastasio.
That's for the director Paul something.
Yep.
That's who wrote it.
Well, guys, what's next, Jim? What's next for Team Top That?
Happy hour, and then maybe I'll go into singles. I've been curious about that. I would like to. I love doing this. I wish I had done a little better today But when it was 30-30 and it came down to just those last couple of questions, I'm not embarrassed by this loss. If anything, I feel a little more emboldened by it. And I will say again, like, they were the best team we've played. So mad respect for them.
Yeah. Now, if you go into singles, would there be anybody you'd like to call out right now?
Jesus. Let's not push our luck for today, okay? I'll come back to you on that one.
Luca something.
Yeah, I want to play Luca Brazzi. I want him to finally go fucking sleep with the fishes. There we go.
All right, well, that's Team Top That. Christian and Ken, back to y'all.
All right, as we come back, look, top 10 is ecstatic. They cannot wait to play the Patriots. They are firing shots off already. That match will be happening not too far away, man. They are going to be the Patriots top 10 head-to-head. One more time, they got the shot.
Top 10 versus Patriots. One more time. Give it to me.
They were a little upset. You know, they obviously, again, Jim and Eric, very busy guys, and they will be next match. We'll see. Maybe, like they said, they'll watch the game tape. We'll see what happens. But Jim wants to get into the singles league, and I think that's where he might belong.
Look, a loss is a loss. It is what it is. But no one can doubt Top That's talent. We've seen what they can do before,
30 points.
and we'll see what. Yeah, 30 points exactly. You find me a team out there who's just going to casually toss out 30 points. That's still tough. And as far as top 10. Dreams come true, John and Matt. Dreams come true until it turns into a nightmare. And your nightmare, tick-tock, is about to begin when you step into the ring with the Patriots.
Propaganda personified. All right, guys, now before we go, I want to let you guys know once again about the Patreon. Like we said, we're going to be adding so many more matches. We're going to be adding so many more things for you guys, and you are helping us do this. The Patreon, if you want to become a subscriber, go ahead, right in the link in the description. You want to see, again, there's going to be more matches. I'm working on the app for the Android, a lot of these different things that we're trying to get more editors, more writers, things that you guys can help us with. All you got to do, check it out. We're offering some really great tiers for all of you. Check it out, become a subscriber, and we'll see you on Friday when, look at this match, the Professor, Lon Harris, goes up against who he says is his protege, Cody Hall, the web slinger himself, this Friday on the Schmoedown.
I can't wait to see that one.
Guys, happy to have you. Like, comment, check it all out. We'll see you next time.
Shambles, I miss doing Collider Nightmares. I hope you're doing okay. You know, speaking of nightmares, the real nightmare is that some people consider you to be a horror expert. I'll have you know, I am a horror expert.
Well, I'm glad you think you're a horror expert. I've done the show Nightmares. I don't know if you heard about it.
You've done a show Nightmares. Presumably you know about horror movies. How many of the Howling sequels have you seen?
Probably all of them. Maybe the Marsupials was my favorite.
Well, all right, fine. How many of the Hellraiser sequels have you seen?
Only the good ones.
So the first two, then?
Yes.
Not the previous...
I watched
the preceding 7.
I watched up to the 4th one. I have a guilty pleasure.
Ah, I see. Well, I see you have a little bit of horror expertise, but I'll have you know that I am an Evil Dead expert.
Well, I want to say something too off the cuff here, but I'm also an Evil Dead expert.
Uh-huh. If you're an Evil Dead expert, you would know the name of the tie-in puppet toy for Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Would you be talking about Ashy Slashy?
Well, I would.
Well, how about Evil Dead, the second film? What was the subtitle?
Dead by Dawn.
All right.
Well, you guys seem very knowledgeable of Evil Dead lore, history, but you need a little help. I'm here to help. I'm going to team you guys with some real experts from Ash versus Evil Dead. And if you know about Evil Dead, you'll know what that is. That's a show, soon to be in its 3rd season. Ash versus Evil Dead. Only on Stars, $2.25.
Nice.
You got to download the Stars app, though. Okay. But guys, I'm going to pair you with 2 people from our show, Ray Santiago, Dana DiLorenzo, right now.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
That is awesome. That is fucking great. Oh my god, that was such a great reveal at the end, bringing out Bruce, man. Oh my god, that was so cool. The match itself was amazing, but man, they just like topped it with bringing Bruce out for a minute. I got to contain myself because I'm a big Bruce fan, huge Bruce fan. So I just saw him at New York Comic Con in October, and I saw the season 3 premiere of Ash vs. Evil Dead. Obviously, it's good. It's really good. The man is hilarious. He's a American legend. I love him. So, okay. Got myself back together. Let's talk about the match. The match was awesome. My boys came through. Top 10 came through. I can't wait to see them go up against the Patriots. That's going to be a hell of a match. Man, that wheel round was crazy. I was terrible. Okay, I was terrible at the wheel round. Both of those categories were just bad for me. But just the way it played out. I mean, Top That. Got to pay more attention to who you're competing against. At least do some research on the players. Whether it's singles or teams. Obviously, they just sort of like everybody who was watching that match just kind of got that lesson. You know what I mean? Like, definitely know who your competitor is, because you don't want to do what they just did and pick your competitor's strength. I do like his logic though. So it wasn't a complete screw up, but I guarantee you, if he knew that it was one of Roka's strengths, he would have thought about it a little bit differently, as opposed to just saying, "Oh, it's one of my strengths, so maybe I can get a steal out of it." That logic should only take you so far. But obviously, you need to do research as your priority there. But it was sort of like canceled out by the fact that they hit the comic book movie. I mean, they hit it perfectly. So, it was a crazy round 2. Round 1 was, my God, man, that was amazing. Roka and Nost both getting a perfect round. That was great. Obviously, we haven't seen that before. And then the freaking, they matched the team record. Hell of a game, man. Hell of a game. And I can't believe how much I slept on Top That. Or Team IGN, whatever they are. I can't believe how hard I slept on them. I don't remember them being 3-1 with 2 KOs for some reason. I thought they were weaker than that. I must have just been thinking of another team, or just not taking them seriously, or something. I don't know what happened there, but obviously I slept on them a little bit. They scored 30 points. I mean, that's crazy. They put me to sleep as far as like points go. With my own knowledge, but Jesus Christ, man, that was a hell of a showing. 30 points. Top 10 had scored 35 just to win. I mean, they could have scored 33 if they'd known that 3-point question, but they got the 35. So awesome match. This is a hell of a 2018 so far. We're only 2 matches in. That's it. 2 matches in, we've already got some awesome stuff developing. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching those championship matches for the singles and for the team, because I don't want to spoil anything for the singles one in case you haven't watched it yet, but good. The person that won that is good. Very, very happy. So far, the people that I've wanted to win in my heart have all won so far this year. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper right now. I hope you guys are happy campers too. I hope you enjoy watching these with me. I hope you enjoy hanging out. I definitely appreciate you sticking around and watching these things if you are. So leave some comments down below. Start a conversation with me, or shoot me a message on Twitter or something like that. Let's talk about movies. Let's talk about the Schmoedown. Do whatever, man. Just I want to hear from you guys. So until next time, I will see you later.